So let's talk about atoms. Let's talk about the structure and the components of an atom. So the structure of an atom consists of a very small nucleus, and in that nucleus there are subatomic particles called protons and neutrons. And right outside the nucleus, in a large cloud, there is a subatomic particle called an electron, floating around, just traveling around wherever it wants to go. So let's write this down. Proton, neutron, and electron. So the first thing to know about this is the charges. A proton has a +1 charge, which is a positive charge. A neutron has no charge, so it's 0 charge. And an electron has a -1 charge, negative charge. Alright, so another way to name or to define a proton is the term atomic number. And so what is the atomic number? If you look on the periodic table, I'll use oxygen as an example. Some periodic tables will be written like this. And so for oxygen, let's look at the top number. That is the atomic number. And so what does this mean? That means oxygen has 8 protons in one atom. That means any atom with 8 protons is always oxygen. So what if it has 7 protons in an atom? Is that still oxygen? No, that's an element called nitrogen. Okay, so what is this bottom number? First things first, we need to mention that protons and neutrons each have a weight of 1 AMU. AMU stands for atomic mass unit, and that is the unit of weight for subatomic particles. It's similar and comparable to us, where our unit of weight is pounds. And so, knowing that protons and neutrons both each have 1 atomic mass unit, this number right here, that is called the atomic weight. Or it can also be called the mass number. These are two terms for the same meaning. It's just the weight of one atom of a certain element. So this oxygen has 16 AMU of weight in one atom. What does that mean? It means it has 8 protons, as we can see from the atomic number. And from the mass number, we know that neutrons is 1 AMU. So there are also 8 neutrons. And so what if an oxygen has the atomic weight or mass number of, let's say, 17 or 18? So let's write it here. How can that be? That means that there are more neutrons inside the atom than there would normally be. So there's 9 neutrons in here and 10 neutrons in here. What is this called? This is called an isotope. Isotopes are atoms of the same element, but they have different masses. So all of these are oxygen, but they have different masses. So these are all isotopes.